intense. That was so fun. Oh my god. Hey guys, this is Devin. I edit the videos, I play the games, this is my channel. I've been playing a lot of Battlefield recently. All of them that you can play still. And there's some news about the new development of the new Battlefield, and there's some good news about the way they're test playing it. Apparently they're giving it to more players to test, which in the past has been like a big gripe of people's. And I just want to get into what I would really like to see out of that game, the new Battlefield, if it is going to kind of bring the franchise back, because I think most people know the last one was a huge flop. They did a lot of work to bring it back, and I've been playing it a little bit, and it's good. It's okay. People still really have problems with it. They don't really they don't really like it that much still. I think it's playable, but there's like it's almost good. It's like there's something about it that I just wish they did like a little bit more. And honestly, I've been playing a lot of Battlefield 5, and I really like Battlefield 5. The things I didn't like about Battlefield 1, I feel like they kind of switched up in Battlefield 5. And anyways, I just want to talk about what I would like to see out of that game. And there's two major things for the new one I would like to see. The biggest one is Levolution. I do not understand why they sort of just gave up on Levolution. There's a lot of things where like weather changes, you can still of course destroy the hell out of buildings and stuff. There's some map changes, especially in like Battlefield 2042. There's the map Orbital. That's probably my favorite map in the game, and you can launch the rocket off and destroy all the buildings and stuff. But there's a giant tower at A. There is a ginormous tower where there's just a huge choke point where people just chill out on top of the tower and nothing happens. And I want that tower to fall. I also want that tower to be in the center of the map, because if you play Battlefield 4, I'm sure you remember Siege of Shanghai. That is the most memorable thing in video games for me for like ever. I will always remember Siege of Shanghai. Like that building coming down, oh my god, it is so fun, and just a complete change to the dynamic of the map. You can have all these choke points at the top while the skyscraper's up. If you get really sick of the people hanging out on top there and they're like really holding down the fort and you couldn't get to that base, you just took the building down. You just flattened it, and then it became all out war in the middle. I don't know. I think there's something that switched in the approach to the level design. And that's the second thing, is outside of Levolution. The level design. When you think of Battlefield 4, also, if you were playing at that time, Operation Locker, I remember when they added the ability to make custom games in Battlefield 4, and there were so many 24/7 Operation Locker maps, because also people crave that specific style. Like, I mean, you could easily rack up 60 kills in Operation Locker just because of the choke points. People would get stuck, and you would just have an all-out war, grenade launchers, everybody's just shooting SMGs, and it was chaos, and it was so good. It was so freaking fun. And you can still go play that, but you want new things, you know? Like, you can only play that for so long, and people still go back and play. But if they're gonna make a new Battlefield and they're gonna save this franchise, Levolutions and map design, level design, I feel like those are two huge things. Like, bring back some Levolution. And I don't mean, when I say map design, there's some really good maps in the new Battlefields, and like I actually have a pretty good time. But there's something like so genius about, again, specific example, Siege of Shanghai. There's 2 sections on each side of the city, and then there's a giant tower in the middle. That giant tower can collapse. It just makes so much sense. You know, I don't know what exactly switched. I don't know a lot about making video games, and I'm sure their teams have changed and a lot of things have changed. But there's an argument made a lot of times also in music where, you know, your first couple albums are the best because you have like either like the lowest production or just like the simplest approach, and you really hone in on like interesting things. And as you get further into a band's discography, the more they like, the production value gets better, and the more they like put into the albums, like people like it less. It just feels less like authentic to them. And that's kind of how the last few Battlefields have felt. I mean, we're not even gonna talk about like freaking Hardline and the cop like mini game. That game, actually, I did have fun playing that game. It was very goofy, but it was fun. But yeah, I think that they need to just go back to what they were doing before, and that saying that out loud, I feel like, you know, it seems very simple, and I hope that it is for them. But I mean, we're gonna see. I do think that Battlefield can be saved. I think that this franchise can come back and be a dominant presence in video game world and PvP. But I don't know. We're just gonna see. But those are my 2 major things. Really simple, really sweet, short and sweet. I wasn't gonna make too long a video on this one. I just want to talk about, I really want to see Levolution, and I want to see it done good. I don't want a half-ass building to fall or a rocket to blast off. I want things to change. I want, like, the flooding. I can't remember the name of the one map in Battlefield 4, but like the dam would break. Oh my god, like, come on. Like, I want the whole map to change. It was so cool. And just something that will stick with you forever. Like I was saying before, like, I'm never gonna forget Siege of Shanghai. I'm never gonna forget Operation Locker. Those things will stick with you forever. There's not a lot about the last 4 Battlefields that like I'm gonna really think about in 10 years or 15 years or even more. I'm gonna be 55 and I'm gonna be like, damn, Siege of Shanghai? Oh my god, dude. So anyways, thanks for tuning in if you watch. I just wanted to talk about that a little bit. Let me know what you think, what you want to see from a new Battlefield, and yeah, I'll see you the next time. I'm playing through Stalker right now and uploading that pretty consistently, so if you've been playing Stalker and you want to watch along, go ahead. Thanks for tuning in, guys. I'll see you next time.